Hi, friends. Sorry I am not able to be here today. Unfortunately, my little one is sick, so she can't, stay at home by herself. So it's my turn to stay home with the kiddos. So I am making this video. That way you guys can continue on just as if I was there and to make your subs life a lot easier. Okay, so last class I introduced you to our project, but that was a little while ago. So let's do a quick recap of what is about to happen. Okay, so for our project, we are going to do a fun pop culture project in the style of Cubism. Okay, so remember, pop culture was all about everyday, objects that are instantly recognizable, and Cubism was all about breaking things down into really simple and basic shapes. So we're taking these two different styles of art and we're merging them together to do this awesome art project we see here. Okay, so the first thing is you're going to do is we are going to be creating a pop culture picture, like my little bluey right over there. And uh, we're going to break it up into different basic shapes and kind of create this fun project. Now, you are welcome to do Bluey. I really, 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 really would like you to do something else. There's a million things to do in the world, but if you're really, really set on doing Bluey, maybe even choose a different Bluey character like Bingo or Mackenzie or any of those characters. But this is what I chose for my project. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to brainstorm and plan things out. That is why you brought your laptop. In a moment, at the end of this PowerPoint presentation, you will get a chance to use your use your laptop as a reference. You are more than welcome to look up tutorials and YouTube videos on how to draw Bluey or Cinderella or Batman. Now, again, you can do that, but if you look at this little worksheet up here, up top, we are just drawing out the pieces. So it might not be the best idea to do a YouTube tutorial because you're not going to put a character together like you see Bluey over, whole, like in the corner over, other way, over there. I put her into pieces. We're breaking it down into simple shapes. So we're going to brainstorm first. That is what we're going to be doing today. All right, so this is where we are headed. Okay, so we're going to brainstorm first, and you need to add color. All right, you have to use colored pencils to add color so we know exactly what it looks like. Once that is colored and you have lots of pieces, you need to have at least, we'll say at least 7 pieces for your project. If more is always better, okay? So if you can't come up with 7 different pieces, maybe think about an accessory piece. So for example, let's say you need a few extra pieces because you're doing SpongeBob. Maybe you could do an accessory piece like his Krabby Patty or a spatula or the Krusty Krab hat that he wears, or maybe even Gary. I don't know. You need to have several pieces because we are going to fill out this whole really big piece of paper. All right, so we're going to brainstorm and then we're going to draw nice and big. Feel free to turn and get your pieces to fit as close as possible. I tried to use the entire paper. Look at all those beautiful pieces. It's better to have more pieces than not enough. I'm currently doing this with my 3rd grade here at Harris Hill, and I had to send some kiddos back at the end of the project just because they didn't have enough and there was way too much blank and open space. So it's better to have too many pieces than not enough, okay? After that, if you're done drawing really big, take up the whole thing. Um, they should be about the size of your hand is a good measurement. Maybe even like the size of your palm. You don't want teeny tiny little pieces. If they are any smaller than your thumb, we've got some problems, okay? You want nice big pieces. After you're done drawing, you're going to outline and erase. And that's where we're going to stop today. We are not going to do any oil pastels. That'll be for next time. And if you are done and ready to start coloring, I'm a little worried you may have brushed. Okay? So we're brainstorming, drawing, and outlining today. And that's as far as you are going to get. It is not a race. In the art world, when you do things super fast, you end up losing because it usually looks like garbage. So please take your time and go slow. Okay, let's talk about pop culture. Okay, so pop culture are images and characters that everybody recognizes. Okay, so Mickey, Spider Man, Sky, Elmo, SpongeBob, Princess Peach, Baby Yoda, or Grogu if we really want to talk about his technical name. Those are all pop culture images. And a lot of people get confused. So we're going to talk about and really nail down what is pop culture and what is not pop culture. So let's take a look at that. Okay, cute random kitty, not pop culture. A specific kitty like Hello Kitty is. Random bat, not pop culture, not specific. Spider-Man, Batman is specific, okay? Okay, a random cup of coffee is not pop culture. Something specific like Dunkin' Donuts, Tim Hortons, Starbucks, that is pop culture, all right? Random pretty little princess in pink, not pop culture. Cinderella, Mulan, any Disney princess that people know and love, Snow White, uh, why am I blanking on my princess names? Tiana. Any of those are pop culture princesses. Okay, so just as a quick recap, you're going to figure out first what your pop culture character is. I highly recommend doing a non-living character. What I mean by that is like a cartoon character. I have some friends over here trying to do like Taylor Swift and real people. Yes, they are pop culture. It's way too hard. Don't even put that on yourselves. Please don't put that on Miss Saltino. I don't want to have to draw a million Taylor Swifts. Choose a character, please. Choose a cartoon. So that's always something good to look up, like how to draw a cartoon coffee or how to draw a cartoon Bluey, or even saying the outline, like R2D2 from Star Wars. He's pretty realistic. When you look up and Google like the outline of R2D2, it makes your life way easier because it's then been broken down into those simple shapes and it's easier to focus on what you're drawing. Please use your laptops appropriately. If you are not using your laptops appropriately, the sub is allowed to take them away and you are going to be done for the day. Again, you need to color your brainstorming sketch before moving on to your next step. Again, also a reminder, you need at least 7 pieces. Okay, we're going to recap this one more time, and that way I think hopefully maybe your sub can pause this and it can just stay on the screen so you know exactly what we have to do. So we're first going to brainstorm. You're going to do that with your laptop. You're going to break it up into different little pieces using a pencil and colored pencils. You need at least 7 pieces. When you're done and the sub thinks it looks good enough to move on, you're going to start to draw your picture nice and big on your paper. Again, you want your pieces probably about the size of your palm. If they're any smaller than the size of your thumb, probably too small. Don't do it. Use all of the space, okay? Think about accessories if you have extra space available. We're going to outline with a Sharpie marker and erase any visible pencil lines. That is as far as we're getting today. We are not adding any oil pastels. Don't even ask. All right. I am so excited to see what you guys do. Make me proud. Show our sub how awesome Penfield is and how awesome you guys are. And I will see you next week. See you later.